Hello, my beautiful, beautiful people.
Hi.
Just making sure everything's running before we go. All right, JP can hear us. We're good to go.
Live on Twitch.
We're live. How's it going? Pull up the show notes on the other side. Got too many monitors running right now. We're gonna fix this eventually. I just realized I could also just put it up here. No, I can't. I don't have it logged in. You're tuned in to Slick Radio, the podcast your father warned you about, where nerd and pop culture dives into the movies, games, text, comments, spreading opinions that no one asked for, but we're here to give it to you. So strap in, grab your drink, and prepare, because this is Slick Radio. Yeah, I'm going to put show notes on that. That is annoying.
Yeah.
So starting out our show this week, today is a wonderful snow day, and that's just fantastic.
That's why we started a little bit later.
Yeah, had to go pick a human up, go pick up some beer. How do we get to our channel? Their channel. We are live. Huzzah! I'm going to. Can I stop feed? Pause. Cool. And let's open chat in case someone decides they want to communicate with our beautiful faces.
I think in the settings in Twitch, you can make it chat only. So that way it's not pulling anything from there. It's still
That makes sense.
going.
I'm not too worried about this new beast of a tower running out of happy spaces, but you never know. No, that seems annoying. We're going to go over there. Cool. And we're set. Let me make sure we're posted and streaming everywhere.
Looks good.
Live on Facebook. We're set, guys. All right. Let's talk to humans. We got 2 people watching right now. I don't know who they are, but it says 2. It's probably me and JP, but we'll go there. So starting out our show for the Craft Brew
In review.
We have the Crash Test Gummies Sour Ale from WeldWorks. I know we've got a lot of WeldWorks recently, but you know what? They make good beer.
It's a 4.0 ABV sour ale with gummy bears, vanilla cherry, white peach, guava, melon, and pineapple syrup. So they just took all the flavors of a gummy bear and threw it into a beverage.
That's fair. That's fair.
Let it sit out for a while because it's a sour.
What's up, Wallones? Said that too fast,
Hello.
but you know it works. Let's pour that beer. You guys have watched the show for any amount of time, you know that we are fans of the sours.
That's a lot of head.
They're almost that's a good day. They're almost always the best beers.
We've had very few sours that were not like, I don't know which ones, but there are a few on our list that are like, nope.
Nah, we'd have to run back through the I want to say the discount. Untapped, UNTAPPD. I've spelled it so many times at this point. It should just come naturally. Oh, I forgot it has the captions on there. That's dope.
Oh, for Facebook?
That's cool. Well, I think it's on just Facebook. I keep trying to take this monitor and go to that screen. So, but yeah. Moving forward, we got the Slick feed.
When we geek on your week.
Scroll down a little bit. So this one, while not surprising, is still sad. MTV is shutting down. So if you guys know music television, which I believe it started in 1989 or something. Hold on, let's see. First, because I think it was video killed the radio star.
Mm-hmm.
First MTV show. August 1st, 1981 at 12:01. Kicked off the iconic music video Killed the Radio Star by the Buggles. And for a long time, that was how we got our music. That's how we got our new music. And by all means, yeah, people listen to the radio, but it was amazing to actually sit down and that's why I was like, I wonder why I need to be mute to watch. There, you're good. And it was a major part of our culture. We got to see music videos from our favorite artists finally in a place that wasn't a bowling alley. Or maybe they were in bars, but all I know is I went to a bowling alley, and in between the weird cutscenes of how the pins were being demolished in some way, shape, or form, or it was one I feel like they were making love to each other. I'm not sure. They that's when the music videos were on. That was about the only time I got to see them. And MTV was out, and it became more and more popular. It was really part of my household. Not anyone, like people before me. I wasn't born yet.
Also, I think it was weird to see like a glimpse of what's the inside of the music artist's head. For like, they're like, oh, this is what I think of this song.
What's inside?
Yeah, just spread it open and see a little bit.
Oh, what's that?
Like, I would never guess like "Take on Me" like from Aha.
Oh yeah,
and I'm just like, that's a weird music video.
Or the safety dance.
That is weird. He was like, "Oh, I didn't think you'd take this all the way to the medieval times."
If you guys haven't watched the safety dance, or honestly any of the other music videos, or like Creed from the '90s, a lot of these with arms wide open. Why are you on a rock face? Why are you talking to Simba's dad? I don't get what's going on. But yeah, so I mean, it was such a big part of the culture. And from MTV, we ended up getting VH1. And then kind of in the early 2000s is when everything, in my opinion, started going downhill because we had TRL. Total Request Live.
What was it? It was a rock music station. Was it Fuse?
Fuse came out. They died too.
I'm like, oh man, this was awesome. And then they started changing. I'm like, I don't like this anymore.
Yeah, no.
Fuse was something else too.
It was. I don't remember what it was, but it was something. Either way, it was a nice Canadian rock videos thing. But when TRL came out, you started getting these snippets of songs and being frustrated because they'd only play like 30 seconds of a song, play another one, and then there'd be like 8 episodes of TRL in a row, so you'd never actually get to watch a music video. And then you ended up with was it Road Rules or shit like that. Basically, when TLC and History Channel and MTV all started doing reality TV at the same time, I think I'm anti-reality TV because of MTV.
Are you anti-Cops, the TV show, because of MTV as well? Because
no, Cops was on Fox, I think. Like so, it was on Fox, and then they started putting it on other shit.
G4 TV.
Yeah, G4 was just its own magical thing. Thank you for my little teenage soul for G4 TV. But and it just kind of went down for me, downhill from there, and I really never watched it. I had moved over to VH1, and they started doing reality TV, and ultimately, I abandoned MTV altogether. And so now it's finally become to the point where they're shutting down, and it's because they've made themselves basically irrelevant.
If you can access a music video from your phone, why do you turn on TV and then turn on the dish and turn on the cable?
Yep. So there's too much to do. And honestly, so in 2005, MTV bought a website I used to go to. It was called AdamFilms.com.
I think I remember that.
And Adam Films did a whole bunch of independent video. So they did horror, action, whatever. But it was my hub to be able to go watch independent anything. And this was before Vimeo or anything like that came out. And MTV bought it and then killed it. And that was like the first, like maybe the third nail in the coffin for me for MTV.
It's like, hey, you guys are a bunch of butts.
So honestly, what I'm getting to at this point is a giant middle finger to MTV. I'm glad you're going away. You pissed me off for so long, And I hate reality TV. I hate what it's done to our culture. I am very anti-reality TV. So I'm glad it's going away. You screwed up. You screwed up. And there were good times that I loved, but I don't reminisce. I'm not worried about this loss to our culture.
No.
You deserve to go away. You don't deserve to be around anymore. I'm glad you're gone.
It basically just transformed into its own like weird infomercial.
Mm-hmm. So infomercials were supposed to happen at midnight on the weird stations that we were watching, right before we switched over to grainy porn.
Oh, yeah, like 2:00 in the morning.
It's like, what's happening? Oh God, the TV's screaming some weird stuff.
Wake up to the infomercial of Celine Dion's CDs. Get the whole discography now if you pay $2.99. $2.99 a month.
New tiny $9. Yeah, no. So it's one of those things. I'm not sad about this. They deserve to go away. So, thank you for the good times until about 2003, 5, whenever Road Rules and all that garbage TV started coming out.
Mm-hmm.
So, go to hell. But next, the Odyssey movie.
Is there a way to play it muted over our thing?
I'm curious. Let's see. So if we add new scene, media presentation, and if we do bebop, boop, boop, and pause, let's mute that. Share.
Link.
Copy link. And we throw it into this. I'm not sure. We'll need to figure this out. We got to play with this a little bit more. But I'm going to throw the YouTube link into it. I haven't actually watched this yet, but regardless, I am excited about it.
You can play it there, so you can kind of see it.
Yeah, no, I'll play it in the background. But the Odyssey is always, this fantastic. It's like the original epitome of
a grand story.
The
hero's journey.
It is, and so it's pretty exciting. It's coming out. Who was doing this? Was this Nolan?
Tom Holland, Matt Damon, Anne Hathaway.
Like it's pretty major. There's no doubt, and it looks absolutely dope.
Even those helmets, even though it's so cool.
I gotta be able to get this in here some way.
Head item.
Media slot.
Oh, yeah.
So what do I do with this? I don't understand. My brain did. So we use a new software called StreamYard, which honestly is pretty clean. No, that's on the front layer. Get it in here. Click it. Ain't nothing happening, man.
Or can you just right click paste on that?
No, it does just that full thing. Nah, we got to figure this out. We'll get there. There's a lot to this new software, honestly, and it's pretty.
StreamYard is actually really nice. I don't know why we took so long to find it, or maybe it's fairly new. Mm-hmm. But what were we using before as our streaming?
Well, we did OBS and we were streaming through a lot of stuff, and then we had stream something. I don't know. Don't worry about it. StreamYard's dope and it's awesome. So you should go use that one if you're going to do any kind of streaming. It's a little bit of extra money on a monthly, but most of the stuff is kind of expected. And then, you get to stream to 5 different services like we're doing right now. So it's real clean. I would just suggest it. But regardless, the Odyssey movie 2026, we're kind of rushing today because of the snow and everything.
It comes out July 17th.
Dope. Cool. That's the information.
Yeah. You're when does it come out?
Go check it out. It's good stuff. Something else kind of crazy. Nvidia Geforce Now.
I know you were a big proponent of it. Like, hey, if you don't have the best GPUs, you can get this subscription and stream games at 4K or 1080, or it's depending what you paid for.
I would say it's depending what you paid for. There is a 4K option, but I don't know if many people have that.
Bo was saying he's like, hey, if you have really good internet, because internet is weird wherever you go. You don't have fiber optic. Bo said like you could get the Nvidia Geforce now. They just said at the beginning of this year, actually, that they are limiting users to 100 streaming hours a month. So that's kind of sucky. Like if you're a gamer, you blow past that, especially if you do it for a living.
Mm-hmm. No, absolutely.
But if you do it for a living, I imagine you'd have a bomb-ass PC, maybe.
Well, it kind of depends on the person. So some of the people we work with are doing that same thing where they're really considering the GeForce Now, and how much they're really able to do. Forgot to post this to the Discord. I forgot to post the Discord. Ah, shit. Where was I typing? Was I typing anywhere? Who knows? We are currently live. There we go. And then let's grab that Discord and share it. Invite the server. Copy that link. And nope, I should have done on the other one. We'll get there. Either way, keep talking about this.
Yeah, so now it's a subscription fee that limits you for how much you can stream a game. And some of these games, if it's a single player online game that you're doing, you could sink 80 hours into Baldur's Gate. If you want to do that, that's at least 60 hours. Could be 100 hours. But that's, and then they also allow you to go pay for 5-hour packets after you get to your 100 hours. But you're just, it's like the additional like fees that you would get for overgoing like a terabyte of streaming.
Yeah.
For the internet. So it's like, weigh your options. If you don't have the best internet, it's probably not a good choice. But
I mean, if I wouldn't have built what I just did, just built a new PC, by the way. I'm so excited.
minor cooling stuff. But
well, that was just because I clicked the wrong link. I think maybe either way. But yeah, I'm an Intel guy, so count on me all you want. But we do the streaming plus gaming, so I prefer an overall stronger CPU. I don't focus on just gaming, but yeah, I got an Intel 9 Ultra 285K with 32 gigs of DDR5, some 580. Ooh.
Somehow I just imagine you like, I don't always focus on gaming, but when I do, I have a 5080.
I do, yeah. Oh, I need a Dos Equis. Really quick. Hold on, I gotta show you something. I can't show you guys.
Oh.
There it was. Yeah. That was the one. Just really quick, if you guys haven't heard of Murder Apparel, you should go get it because you can get awesome shirts like this. Fuck all. But no, that wasn't paid. I just really like their clothing brand. Anyway, sorry, very distracted. But the GeForce Now, like I said, I was a fan of it because PC gaming is overpriced. I do it. It's like you treat it like a hobby.
Yeah.
Where it's like you're gonna spend more because you get to do it the way you want to do it.
Again, is the ship of Theseus thing, where it's just like, okay, I'm just gonna replace this part of this PC right now, and then wait until another sale and then replace this part of this PC.
Yeah. Well, and I ran my old system for I think 6 or 7 years, and it did fine, and I updated here and there. It got to a point where
you started feeling it.
Yeah, I finally started feeling that challenge.
Like,
especially when I
not as smooth as it could be.
Amusingly enough, you I don't know if anyone's played Helldivers. How many people in our chat have played Helldivers? But yeah, I know. Honestly, when you really crank all the settings to the highest, you'll bog down your PC. And even with what I just built, I'll get 32 FPS.
At some point soon.
It will kill it, especially when you're on some sort of level 6 that magically turned into a level 8 or 9, and you're totally getting your butt handed to you like you're playing Starship Troopers.
I think both of you had some sort of like thumpers on your feet.
It
And you
had
was
to be,
attracting all
man.
the bugs.
It was like, yeah, I was like, there's we mixed Dune with a little bit of Starship Troopers, and then decided to drop into a Helldivers planet, and it was physically assaulting and so sad. So, but it was definitely fun. I suggest you guys check it out. If you haven't played Helldivers, go do it. Right now I'm playing Helldivers and Battlefield 6, and I'm probably going to put Red Dead Redemption 2 on this tower.
Ooh, I wonder how well that would perform on this guy.
I'm curious. Well, Red Dead Redemption 2 played fine on this tower. My old PC became just a streaming tower now. And it did well. I didn't have any issues, but I also didn't put any mods on it. Because you can throw mods that look equivalent to like the new Minecraft stuff.
Yeah, they have like the 4K
downloaded
on Steam for Red Dead Redemption 2.
Yep. So that's the thing, man. That's the cool stuff right there. But that's also the kind of stuff that you can play legitimately with. You're still trying to get it to work. Penis?
Video file?
Did you say penis?
I said PDFs.
Oh. Slides and PDFs. No.
I guess we could have shared screen. That's
well, like in all honesty, it's like when we spool up and we can start planning, we can start throwing, images on the screen
and play video on
Let's get that imagism rolling. But yeah, so I mean that's kind of thing you'll be able to do with Nvidia now. It's just unfortunately they are capping users at 100 hours because I think they've realized just how hard it is to get a gaming PC right now, and
especially
that ties right into something that JP threw up is that not just RAM but any processing systems, so RAM, video cards, and there was one other thing. I'm brain farting.
GPUs?
Yeah, video cards, GPUs. But really, it's memory and GPUs right now have just kind of skyrocketed. Recently, I think we talked about it on the last show. The 5090 was going up in cost. The 5080 was going up in cost. But the 5090 was the real crazy one. It jumped from
$2K.
The base unit was like, $2,100. And most recently I looked at that equivalent item is $5,100. Hard drives, that's the other one. And the that's a crazy jump. Mm-hmm. And then so the tower I have was a Christmas present. A lot of the things in it. And when the RAM was originally purchased, I looked at it, I knew what it was, and it was sitting, I think, right around $250 for 32 gig, 32 gig. And now I've went and looked at the same G-Skill 32 gig high-speed RAM, and it's $535. And the same goes for the M.2 hard drive.
They tried to cancel it on you.
They did. So I got a 2 terabyte M.2 PCIe 5 video card.
For how much?
For $135. And I picked that up. And when I sat there and I was waiting for it. I was like, all right, it's coming. It's coming in. And then it was like delivery delayed. And then delivery unavailable, and I contacted them the first time, and they said, "Well, there's nothing we can do." And the Amazon service hung up on me. They've never done that, so I think they're panicking at the same time. and just saying, well, say nothing you can't do, move on, don't, instigate the situation. And then finally, a few days ago, I actually got a hold of someone else talking to him on the phone, and they sent me a replacement. But the first part of the conversation was, well, we can refund this and you can just buy it again. And I was like, you absolutely will not refund it because the updated price from 135 was 528. And I looked on other sites, it's 528 across the board.
300%.
That is absolutely brutal.
Mm-hmm.
And no one is going to be able to afford this. And it's all under the guise of we're pushing this to AI, but no one wants AI for this. I was like, I'm not running AI. AI takes a lot to run and to function and do stuff.
And there's always double checking, triple checking AI's slop that they've put out.
Well, and it's so part of it is that you're not wrong. So, image generation, words, whatever you're generating. But a lot of AI systems now, so I got the MSI Carbon X890. It has the structure is built around the capabilities of using integrated AI in the system. Mm-hmm. Kind of how there's the upscaling and upresing from Nvidia to help with other games to make them look better, to help your system do better. The DLSS, I think, and I think AMD has something similar. But regardless, they're so focused on AMD or that AI that they're driving the costs through the roof.
Like it's pulling everything up with it.
And it's dragging it up to the point where it's not functional and not active. And you have to question at what point is it intentional? Are they doing this because, as always, corporations are trying to take products out of the user's hands so they can increase costs, they can restrict when, how, because, it's one of those things that it falls back into the era of the DVD, where you read through the DVD on the pamphlet on the thing says like, this media is not actually owned by you. Mm-hmm. So by all means, the company can come and take their media back. And I think that's what this is all focused on. It's not so much, we want to focus on AI. It's, we want to be able to control what you have. We want to control the media. We want to control the stream. And it's being problematic. Mm. They are creating,
scarcity.
Not quite the word I want to use, but essentially research bias, where, because they're controlling what they get, they're making it scarce. They're making it hard to achieve your own system, that they're stealing a little bit of that freedom. Kind of like it's like a taking of freedom of speech, just like a certain regime is doing by closing down the Corporation for Public Broadcasting, not directly, but taking their funding, and we're losing PBS, and Sesame Street is moving to HBO. I'm angry about that, but this is not the venue to talk about it. But I'm pissed off because PBS is a major part of our culture.
Do you think now that HBO has Sesame Street, they'll actually say F? Today's letter of the day is F.
Who knows? Very possibly. So, it's that scenario where I do not think this is being done in the light of progress. It is being done in the light of capitalism. Mm-hmm. And that is very frustrating. And I'm totally running off of theory and bias at this point. But we'll see. We're going to see.
It's like AI is around. So they're basically how we rejected, not Bitcoins, but NFTs. Like, oh yeah, corporations are like, NFTs will be the big thing. And we just like, oh yeah, fuck.
Yeah.
Fuck politely off there.
Mm-hmm.
And that died. So now it's like AI. It's like, oh, we can save you so much money by not hiring people. And then you can make so much more profit with AI. And everyone is hesitant to go to it because like you're actually just taking jobs from people that would be good at that.
Yeah, no, they're taking the wrong jobs, and they're pushing AI on a system that currently can't support it by all means.
And the law isn't there either. So
we financially can't support it. We environmentally cannot support it. And from an emotional standpoint, it is having an effect on how their lives run, how they function, and honestly, how intelligent we are. So, we're existing in a challenging state where you have to really dictate on yourself and use your morals to be a better person and not fully integrate into an AI system, and use your critical thinking, use your critical reasoning, so that you can establish who you are outside of the system that's telling you who you are.
I've heard of like former teachers talking to their coworkers and be like, yeah, these kids, because of ChatGPT and Gemini and all these chatbots, critical thinking is kind of removed from them. So it's just like, hey, what do you think of this? It's like, hold on, let me ask ChatGPT. I'm like, what? Hold on a second.
Yeah. Well, I mean, and you look at these the futuristic games, Cyberpunk. I'm hard brain farting. One moment.
I knew Cyberpunk, and that was pretty much it.
No, there's
Ghost in a Shell.
Cyberpunk, Ghost in a Shell, and then movies like Minority Report. And it's unfortunate that you're seeing a scenario where, I know Minority Report is based on this precog mathematical system, but it's AI. It's AI and a tiny human that sits in a bathtub. But our lives are getting to a point where they're being more dictated than before, and certain parties are allowing that to be pushed. The snake is being stepped on, the freedoms are being removed, and the people who are against those things on an external viewpoint are not supporting their own views. So they're giving the power to corporations, unfortunately. And that's what we're looking at. That's where we're going to go. We are going to lose our freedoms before it gets better. I promise you.
Tis a bubble with the AI.
So it's going to be, when will the bubble pop? But I don't know if it's going to be in our lifetimes, you or mine. Maybe my daughter's, but I'm not sure that bubble's going to pop while we live.
I don't know. I want to become one of them old Asian masters with the beard.
I do too. You specifically, I can't do that. But yeah, so I mean, just watch out. Limit how you're using AI. AI is a good tool. Do not get me wrong. We need AI. It is solving questions to the universe. It's going through lost languages,
correcting our misspellings.
Yeah, and doing that. And from a research standpoint, it's strong. It's searching everything to give us data, but then use your own critical thinking and reasoning to do it.
It shouldn't be the end all. It should be a tool that you use as well.
A hammer, a nail, a gun, a car. These are tools. They do not function without you. Make sure you are the optimized user. So don't let that overtake you. Anyways, that's my little rant.
So do you know the company Micron?
Well, I do know Micron. But they're frustrating. So Micron does microchip manufacturing. And they're exiting the
consumer market
to focus on AI, just like it's Nvidia's threat. They're doing the same thing.
Oh, okay. So I didn't know that they were going that way.
And all of these companies that are chip manufacturers or chip adjacent manufacturers are dumping
hedging their bets
on AI. It's not the right choice, guys. It's not the right choice. We need AI. We need it as a tool. We cannot abandon it. But we gotta use it right. It's scary. It's scary what's happening. But let's figure this out. Let's work together. Let's build our critical reasoning. Build that critical thinking. I'm losing it already, guys.
It's only a 4% beer.
And build the user. Don't so much worry about the tools. It's a tool. Build the user. Anyways,
speaking of building, that leads us into our next point.
Legos.
Legos
are always awesome. So Lego. Oh. Good beer. Lego just released their Smart Play, which is a brick minifig system. where the bricks and minifigs are actually going to. This is exactly why I need to figure out how that media presentation works. Going to interact with each other, and the minifigs have RFID chips in them. The blocks have sound and brain systems, and essentially, so these can now interact to a point where you put this smart play block into almost some of the existing ones. So I have yeah. Oh, can I do this without destroying everything? I accomplished a task.
Hooray!
So yeah.
Nice.
But the minifig will be able to sit on this system, interface it. You'll swap out a block, but essentially what they're planning on is because it has a gyroscope in it, and you put a certain minifig in there, and it will tilt. So you have a scenario where you're going to be able to fly your X-wing around the building, because you should do that if you're a cool kid. I am. Sorry. We should get in fast mode. And you'll be able to fly it around, and it'll be making sounds, and that's just so cool. I love that that's a capability that we're moving towards. That's the kind of stuff we should be doing with these new tools that we have at our fingertips, and it's awesome. It hasn't I don't think it's hit consumer market yet, but I think it's coming out in the next month or so. Let me verify that statement. Is Lego Smart Brick available? March 1st. Yeah. So releasing March 1st, 2026. It's going to be starting with the Lego Star Wars set, Luke's X-Wing, and the Throne Room Duel. So they're really focusing on the Star Wars aspect right now. But honestly, if they do it right, you have a system that if it could be jailbroken too, I see some really cool Lego lightsabers in our future.
That'd be pretty cool.
Here we go. So yeah, pre-order March or sets. We have Luke's Red 5 X-Wing, Darth Vader's TIE Fighter, and the Throne Room Duel. It comes with a mini A-Wing, but it's pretty awesome, like straight up. And it's gonna have to be a tied link somehow. If it was OBS, you'd be able to capture a different screen. So, but that's pretty dope, and I'm super excited for it. That's definitely something I want to integrate into my Lego sets, and I have a number of them because I have Echo One, the original Batmobile, the new Batman, Poe Dameron's X-Wing, standard
Back
X-Wing,
to the future,
TIE Fighter, and I think those are the ones that could have this kind of legitimately implemented and functional. And then and then the Back to the Future car. I really want the new Enterprise so bad. I may just get it. Just put it on layaway. So that's the kind of cool shit that I'm super excited for, and I want integrated into my Legos. Unfortunately, my daughter is not allowed to play with these because if she found out it would do sounds, she definitely would. And I don't want her running around with my my TIE fighters.
Shatter into a billion pieces.
I would be so sad. I would get mad at her because that would be my fault, but I would still be sad that it basically exploded. That's why these are all up on high shelves, because then I don't have to worry about it. Though the other day she did take 2 boxes, try to stack them on top of the couch so that she could turn on the living room fan.
Ooh. Oh, that's scary.
Yeah, she's getting smarter, and right now it's a destructive smarter. You figured out how to kill that stuff, right?
Yep.
So yeah, that was funny. Anyways, moving forward, we have Turok. You guys remember Turok? There's Turok 1 and 2. Those were both on. I know for sure they were on the Nintendo 64. That's where I played them. Essentially, you were a native. I don't know what kind of native, but you were a native that was attempting to, find these puzzle pieces, do these environmental puzzles, kind of like Tomb Raider, while battling dinosaurs. And that's all kinds of awesome. And one of the extra cool things about it is that the new Turok is going to be solo play, or you can play with up to 3 friends, which is just so cool. And I love everything about that. But I did not see Turok. It's going to be called Turok Origins. Release platform. Sorry, we were a little bit rushed on this. So Turok Origins is going to be released on PC, PlayStation 5, and Xbox. So surprisingly, not on Nintendo. I guess not too surprising. Nintendo really can't handle much anymore. It's not a strong system. It's more of a fun system. Not shaming Nintendo. Stick to your guns. It's all right. Just, please make sure you're releasing game cartridges with games so that people don't have to download shit.
Yeah, that's always a weird thing. When you open up, it's like, oh yeah, and like, oh okay.
Well, it's like here's
your 16-digit code to download.
I almost expect that now with PC, Xbox, and PlayStation. Unfortunately, PlayStation's getting better, and I think Xbox, but I think it's all based on the dev team. But Nintendo is legitimately discussing that every cartridge going forward is essentially just a download link, which is some hot BS. Do not do that. I was like, it was fine that you made your cartridges non-lickable. That makes plenty of sense. But don't screw with us. Don't screw with us. It's not the right time. Everyone's mad about that stuff. Don't make it worse. But other worse stuff. This one's yours. I didn't actually read about this at all.
So the crazy thing right now, it's like Ubisoft Rainbow Six Siege actually got hacked, and the hackers added like ludicrous amounts of currency to players' accounts, somewhere between like $13 million, like per player.
Holy crap!
And they were giving them skins and stuff, and sometimes they were giving players exclusive skins, like only developer only skins.
So they went in, hacked the system, and then just gave everything away.
Yeah, but then Ubisoft shut it down quickly and said, "Hey, like it's gonna get reset back to what it was." Okay. So like they destroyed the market. What these hackers had done.
Well, when I was reading yours, it looks like they banned the players that had stuff given to them.
Yeah. So like, I don't know how or what extent that they were doing. They were banning players because they had so much money and they were just buying skins. And there's like, hold on, something's happening. And currently, I don't think Ubisoft ever said that they were ever hacked. They just said we had technical difficulties. You tried to log onto the server and you couldn't log on. And there were a whole bunch of other claims that they said, oh yeah, this was all just a red herring, so like they could hack into main Ubisoft and like steal source codes for games. But those were all fabricated, unsubstantiated, couldn't be verified.
Fabricated, unsubstantiated.
But then they said, hey, we're back up and running. And as of this Monday, they got hacked again. And this time it's like, oh, you so-and-so player was banned. And like, if you were reading it, like it would just say 6-7 all the time or something like that. So I'm just like, so the servers went down again.
I'm sorry for anyone that saw me do that. I apologize.
Yeah, so it was just an interesting thing that happened with Ubisoft. And to this day, I don't think they still claim that they were hacked.
Of course they don't. They want to admit, a fault in their system. Mm-hmm. They don't admit the fault in their stars. No, that's pretty crazy. But straight up, not as crazy as the next thing. I want to figure out how to share that one. Yeah, this seems. You go.
So there's this anime. Everyone's been playing it. It actually won in the Game of the Year, Best Mobile Game. Umamusume, Pretty Derby. Glad I remembered that off the top of my head. But I watched the anime. It was pretty decent anime, and it somehow this anime combined with the NFL. Reason being is because Denver Broncos, obviously a horse, as their mascot. Umamusume is a whole bunch of, is it anthropomorphic?
Anthropomorphic horses.
Yeah, but they're girls, but they're also horses, but they're not humans. So it's like their fan base actually started coming to Broncos games, and the Broncos kept winning. So the Broncos fans adopted these Umamusume fan base.
That makes sense.
They're just like, we're like it's like touching the top of the door for good luck or something like that. It's their good luck charm for now.
That's fair. That makes plenty of sense.
So I'm just like,
not
okay.
unweird, but makes plenty of sense. Trying to figure out where this even saved to. Pictures. It went to pictures. Did I look at it weird? Oh shit, where was I? I was this one. I did this one. And it's not showing up. No, this is where it downloaded to.
Oh. It's I wonder
what
if
happens
it's
if I do
you did full history.
Add to stage. Remove from stage. Add to stage. Remove from stage. Okay, it is doing something. It does it only here. You can't see it there. That's annoying. Whatever. We'll figure it out. We'll get to this. But that's just hilarious. But it's one of those things is, as you know, all sports humans. It's not me. I'm not sports human. Is they're very superstitious. It's just how they are.
Like I wore this jersey every time they won. I'm like,
I can't wash it until I get back. Like, but sir, you smell like 3 buttholes rotting inside of a wet sack of vodka. I am sorry if anyone was able to smell what I just described. That sounds terrible. Yeah. So that's just funny for me. I'm glad that they're integrating anime into football for some reason. Mostly because more people should be getting into anime. I don't know about anthropomorphic horse anime, but you do you. I'm not shaming you. As long as you stay away from the bestiality stuff, that's hyper weird. Lord of the Rings,
it's back, baby.
Yeah, 25th anniversary. Do you know we're old?
I feel so
old.
We're
old. We're old now.
So old.
That's the thing. We're doing that now. So Lord of the Rings 25th anniversary. Is that what he posted about? Hold on a sec. I had a screenshot that I wasn't sure what it was about. Empire Magazine. Something about Lord of the Rings. That was on.
Does it have a date?
Let's see. January 8th. Let's see.
Well, while he's looking that up, so Lord of the Rings is 25 years old now, and they are back in theaters from the 16th through the 25th of January. And it's, yes, all the extended versions. So, like, it's not going to be like one day where it's all these movies are here. So it's like you can literally see it one night and then another night, the next night after that. So that way you're not spending 12 hours in a movie theater. But yeah,
I mean, how kind of awesome would that be?
You just get a whole bunch of your friends and rent out the movie theater.
Yeah.
It's like, what fucking drug? Listen to Lord of the Rings.
Dude, that's the thing I miss. Is right at the end of COVID, you were allowed to rent out movie theaters for like not a lot of money because they weren't getting enough viewership. Only it was like, when that stopped happening was when I finally was like, all right, I got some extra cash. I want to rent it out so I can go see Dune. And it wasn't there. And that bummed me out. It looks like it's new covers for the releases.
Oh, okay.
I don't know if you guys can see this from Empire Online. I'm guessing is Empire Magazine.
Yeah, you can.
There we go. So the
new poster art. for the movies. I'm like Empire. I'm like, that's the wrong series. Like
Empire. Yeah. Sorry, it just caught me off guard. So yeah, it's time to go sit down and watch Lord of the Rings. Obviously, it's 25 years. Let's do some honoring.
Yeah.
JP already did his run through later last year.
Right before New Year's,
I
actually.
say, I think you ran them all through the end of Christmas through New Year's.
It was like the anime, War of the Rohirrim, The Hobbit, all 3 Hobbit films extended, then most of Lord of the Rings extended.
Still haven't watched Rohirrim. Though I've heard it's really good.
It is really good. And all the I can't spoil.
All the good stuff. We'll go with that. All the
but another
good stuff.
Speaking of good stuff, like
anime.
It's just like anime in general. The 30th anniversary for Gundam Wing Endless Waltz. Have you ever seen that?
I watched it in one of the side rooms at NDK after the rave.
Okay. The actual movie or the TV series?
I think it was the actual movie because I remember I didn't get this was the time you and me went. I didn't get back to the hotel room till like 3:30 in the morning.
When NDK was cool before they sold out.
Yeah, I mean they're cool. It's just they went to a place that people can't afford. That was the failure. Is like you were in the middle of downtown, Denver. I'm not a fan of Denver, but you're in the middle of downtown Denver.
Close to 16th Street.
Close to 16th Street, able to get buses, get in from the outside of town, and they moved out to the Gaylord, which is in the middle of nowhere, unaffordable, and it's just too much. I don't know if it's more affordable for them, but it's not more affordable for the rest of us. So it was like
I think they went there because they had bigger presentation rooms. But yes, I understand that, but it's just like they got bigger and they lost that coziness vibe. Or they were not
I liked
like
being in the
town.
basement of a Hilton. That was nice.
It was nice and cool. Like temperature wise.
Like yeah, it was chill. You went in there and you were cool and you were calm. You were a cool cucumber.
And then like we would go across that sky bridge over, and like you'd see a whole bunch of people in cosplay getting their pictures taken because it's a cool shot.
One of those, like I think one of the
anime.
One of those we legitimately stayed. It was me and Hannah. We stayed outside of Denver in Littleton and took the train in. And it was nice because it was like the cost of the room was a third of the money, and all I can think of was like it. I wish they'd come back to downtown, and kind of give us the original non-discon because I really want to go back and I want to afford to go back, and not spend a ton of money. Don't get me wrong. Cosplay bikini shoots inside of a hotel that has a pool like that is cool, but honestly, not the thing that I'm really focused on. So, anyways,
but yeah, Endless Waltz is coming back to the theaters from January 12th through January 15th.
Nice,
and it's actually a double feature because it's doing a movie of Gundam Blood Orphans, and then it's the movie of Gundam Wing Endless Waltz, which I already have tickets on the 12th.
Nice, yeah, Iron Blood Orphans.
Yeah,
I was like, I think you're right on 3 accounts.
Yeah, so that's gonna be back in theaters. It's the 30th anniversary, and it's gonna be in 4K. So I'm looking forward to watching that again, having that nostalgic feels.
Honestly, I remember the first time I went to Salt Lake Comic Con and I saw Akira in, I think it was 2K in a theater that Salt Lake was rented out, and I was like, this is awesome.
Everything was hand drawn. Everything.
Well, it's like they can re-scan the images and make it 4K, 8K, whatever they want, as long as it was hand drawn. Which is a cool thing is, Disney's doing that, is that they're bringing back hand drawn as well. Fully hand drawn for some upcoming movies, which is going to be really awesome and super unique that I'm excited for. So, and then last bit, Ronin Warriors. I am going to copy this into chat because honestly, when I saw this stuff, it was a blast from the past.
Mm-hmm. I thought I was the only one that knew of it because it's like really old anime that no one really knew about.
Well, and I think Ronin Warriors is 84. Yeah, right there. 19 or 37 years. So Ronin Warriors was a fantastic anime. It was mech suit anime, essentially, mech suit warrior. And yeah, so it's all muted. But it's coming out and they're doing a not a redo of the series. My understanding is supposed to be a sequel.
Yes, it is.
So, which is just fantastic. They're not having to retcon anything. We're actually getting, we're getting our samurai mech suit power people back, and I'm super jazzed about this. And it comes out.
It's already out. First episode is already out.
Let's say it came out, and then the second episode comes out next week.
I believe so.
Let's say it's on a weekly simulcast, and it's on Crunchy right now. Thank you, Crunchy, for everything you are. You've given us access to so much, and that means so much to me. But yeah, so super jazzed about that. If you guys have Crunchyroll, go check out Ronin Warriors. Honestly, you could go probably watch the original. I think it was only like 2 or 3 seasons.
2 seasons, I believe.
Ronin Warriors original.
Yeah. And this Ronin Warriors is called Yoroi Shinden Samurai Warrior.
It was on Toonami as well, but I think I was watching it on something before that, but I don't exactly remember what. So I googled Ronin Warriors original.
When did He-Man come up?
I don't know, and I wanted to do that. It just got weird. How many episodes? 39 episodes. That's not a lot for anime. That's 15 minutes. That's a few hours of watching. Just go check it out. Go watch Ronin Warriors. It's awesome. And yeah, that's it for our Slick feed. That was actually a good chunk of items. It's just like straight up. We did the 4 or 5 for the past few shows, and I'm realizing that's not enough since we're doing a monthly show at this point.
We're barely older than Ronin Warriors.
Barely older. I got it beat by I think a year and a half when I was looking it up. All right, time for the last bit. Is the Crash Test Dummy Sour Ale from WeldWorks.
It's our craft brew in review.
Mm-hmm. The craft brew.
You said something for him.
In review. Oh, yeah, that's why I wasn't drinking out of it. So yeah. It's vanilla-y. It is not gummy berry.
Yeah, I taste the vanilla in it.
And I get a little bit of peach. But overall,
Pineapple.
I get a lot of tasty pineapple. So it's clean. It's delicious. It makes me happy.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, so as we said earlier, it is gummy bears, vanilla, cherry, white peach, guava, lemon, and pineapple syrup. Ooh, rotate gently to mix. Forgot to do that part.
Oops.
And in all fairness, we poured it out. It's cute can. It's good. It's delicious. The overall.
No, I guess we didn't. We had the beer can.
That camera's not plugged in. The whole setup's gonna have to be on that side now. So, the intention is to have streaming PC, beer holder, camera. That is the stream side. But yeah, I'm gonna give this 4.25. It's good, but it's not my favorite. But it is very strong. Not strong. It's very clean flavor. I just wish it was. You got a little more of like that gummy bear flavor.
I'll give this a 4 because I think they just took a whole bunch of flavors and threw it in there, and I kind of preferred if they focused on a certain taste aspect profile instead of like, oh, here's all 7 of them.
That's fair. No, I understand. That's completely fair. So, but I do suggest it. Go check out Crash Test Dummy Sour Ale WeldWorks. You guys are wondering why we give it a score. That's because we use Untapped. That's UNTAPPD. The website and app where you can score your beer. Because you can follow us on there, SLYK Radio. You guys know how to spell that, I hope, by this point. But you can grab the app on Android or mobile. And 'tis the good stuff. But yeah, thanks real clean. Good stuff. Enjoy it. And go follow us there. In the meantime, please also go follow us, Slick Radio, on YouTube, Twitch, and Facebook, if you would. All just Google at SLYK Radio. We do not have an X because there's a big middle finger to that company. I do not have Twitter or Twitch. No, not Twitch.
Blue Sky?
Nope. Hold on.
Instagram.
Nope. Brain fart.
Tumblr.
TikTok. TikTok and X can go where the sun don't shine. We never will in any way, shape, or form unless they are purchased by someone else. And not supporting someone else. Anyways, I've had too much political conversation already in this show. I'm trying to avoid it. My apologies. So, good stuff. But that's it. Woo! Yeah. So, first show of 2026. I don't think we did one in December. Did we?
I think we...
Was it like the very first day? Either way, I'd like to be more regular with this. Maybe every 2 weeks. I'm definitely feeling it. I'm vibing. It's good shit. Tickles me.
Yeah, and then it lets us look what's actually happening in the world of geekdom.
What's happening in the world?
A lot of times, Bo and myself are way too busy to even care what's happening.
Oh, there's so much. There's so much, bro. Outro music? Outro music. Outro music. There it is. Found it. And blam. Let's know that. But thanks for listening. Don't forget, we put out new episodes monthly and no schedule at all. But we'll post about it. You guys.
Join us live on Facebook, Twitch, YouTube at SLYK Radio. Chat with us in real time.
When we roll through your feed, finger box that subscribe button, smash the like, and join us.
And remember, SLYK Radio is not sponsored.
Produced by Slick Solutions somewhere in Colorado.
And SLYK Radio is completely weightless.
Like your opinion.
Just kidding.
We care.
But the corporations don't.
We have to talk about that today.
We did.
Anyways, you guys have a wonderful day. If you're in Colorado, enjoy your snow day. If you're anywhere else, and you have more snow, honestly, I'm jealous. I don't want more snow.
No.
Just let it fall from the sky. Like a giant blanket of silence. Oh, snow days are the best. They're so silent outside. Also, this stupid Fast and the Furious cars that try to drive by our houses are not out.
Oh, yeah. So that's the quiet thing.
Yep. Anyways, guys, you have a wonderful time. Love you. And be good. Be the best you can be. And